Hi, Norman Hallett here from The Disciplined Trader. And although my emphasis in my business and how I work with traders is on the mental and emotional side, the trading psychology, that's our expertise here. We are traders. And I think in order to understand the emotions that traders go through, you got to be a trader. So I've been trading almost over 4 decades now. And I wanted to just, David asked me to comment on recession and what I look at when recession is either here or almost here or feared being here or whatever. And recessions usually do follow inflationary periods, and seems to be what's happening now. Or they can come together in a stagflation kind of a thing. In any event, I wanted to show you the two markets that I look at now. Most traders will tell you to look at the gold and silver for movement when it comes to inflation versus recession. Inflation meaning that you're looking for higher prices, recession looking for lower prices. But more seasoned traders, I think, are looking at two different things, and that's as far as commodities are concerned, that's my main focus when I do trade. Soybeans and copper. These are two charts that I wanted to show you today, because soybeans, you may not think of soybeans and copper. Sugar is also in the mix, but sugar has a little less as far as volume is concerned. I like to look at the silver or the soybeans and the copper, and I don't look at them generally for a particular direction. But as a trader, I'm looking to go where the action is. And when you have a recession versus inflation versus I don't know what's going to happen, these are two markets that tend to move with some degree of excitement. And I think you're seeing it here already. This is the soybean chart here on top. You can see how it was part of the cause for inflation. I mean, just about everything that we eat has some sort of soybean oil or soybean meal in it. And you can see what happens when soybeans gets into the teens. We used to call it beans in the teens. And you can see how dramatic it can be, these kinds of moves. We spent a lot of time this year at high levels, tried to come down, and but recently with this recent inflation surge, even more than what we've seen in the last few months. We've had a scare just recently, the CPI coming out yesterday and so on. You're seeing some of that happen right here in a pretty bold move to look to check these tops. But this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for action, and this is where I'm going to find it, I think, in the next few months as we decide what's going on. Here's the copper market. And you can see copper, we used to say that copper can't go over $1.60 a pound, because at that point you're better off melting your pennies. It's worth more when it's over $1.60. Well, we've breached that a long time ago, and now we're in the $3 and $4 range here recently. And look at some of the. I mean, these are high prices. Looks like it touched $5 here. In fact, huge moves out of copper as inflation was the early talk. And you see how it moves so early. Then you have recent all the recession talk over the last couple of months have caused copper to really take the heat. But again, recently we're seeing over the last week, 2 weeks, some movement to the top. Now, I'm not sure it's going to last, but some of these, I won't go through these moving averages that I'm drawing, although this is the 8 and this is the 34 if you want to know. But the idea is, well, this is more of a short-term trading indicators. I'm just showing you the daily chart. But you can see how you get some really nice action. The great thing about catching a wave in these markets is that you can catch some really nice movements overnight. Anyway, listen, we're day traders here. We generally don't, a lot of us are day traders. We don't hold overnight. But you can see how steady some of these movements can be. So I show you these two markets, not to say buy or sell them, but to just get involved in them, because this, I believe, is where the action is going to be as recession takes hold. And possibly, it looks like it is already, maybe. And of course, the inflation mumbo jumbo and mumbles continue. Okay, that's it from me. Be well and stay disciplined. If you need me, I'm at thedisciplinedtrader.com/excel is our basic course for you as far as your mental and emotional capabilities are concerned. So be well, again, stay disciplined.